What's going on, guys? Jonathan here, 3703 with your 2025 March Course of Fire. Kicking things off with our tire stage, which is also our time stage called Spring Forward for What? Pro tip here, when it comes to daylight savings time at noon, go ahead and set your clock to 1 o'clock p.m. Easy. That way you're not going to bed on time, you're not waking up Sunday morning groggy for church. Don't do that. Anyway, well, this is a 12 count stage right here. We've got a 3-inch target at 96 yards, and we're basically doing double taps. 2 off the left side of the tire, 2 right here off the right side of the tire, and 2 off the top of the tire right here. Now, tires, I think I figured it out a little bit. It's like having a conversation. When you give the prop, load into the prop, and put your weight into it, it's going to respond a particular way. You need to figure out and kind of, so to speak, listen to that response and figure out, hey, if I load in very hard, it's going to sit there and push back against me very hard. If I'm nice and easy with it, then it will be nice and easy. So, I mean, there's stability in the tires, yeah, sure. But I am a free recoil shooter, so I'm not using much of it. I'm letting the bag do most of the work. Too many zoomies here, but I don't want to adjust it because I'm running the Scope Mate trigger cam. But don't get lost in the sauce. This is just one target, and this is a time stage. Any second wasted could be the difference between first and second place, or beating somebody else for a classification point or whatnot. Real tough competition at the match that I frequent, 17 South Coastal NRL Series. These guys are absolute giants down there. Monsters. Those guys are insane. They don't miss many shots at all. So you got to bring your A game when you're going down there. Or maybe some other matches or some other competitors at the clubs you guys are shooting. And also make sure you load your magazine. I missed one, but I'm just going to get dry fire for the practice. It's all good. That was the first stage for me. Second stage right here. On the plus side of spring, you guys know how I feel about a pyramid. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna leave it alone. If you don't have one, build one. It's like 28 bucks. And think about it this way. If you practice for an hour, that's basically 30 stages on the prop. If you don't ever practice the pyramid, you'll never get better. Build one, go ahead and do it. Anyway, this stage brief is a little bit weird with the T1, 2, 3, 4, the T, whatever. I think about it this way. When you're on the left side of the pyramid, you'll shoot from left to right. When you're on the right side of the pyramid, as you'll see, you'll shoot from right to left. So there's our right one. Too many zoomies, but like I said, I don't want to necessarily change my magnification. If I wasn't running the scope cam, I definitely would change it and then zoom back in to really kind of refine my point of angle. So we'll go on the left side, center. The center section, you sweep out near to far. So we're on the right hand side now, on a different rung. We're going to sweep on, since we're on the right hand side, we're sweeping right to left. That makes sense in my brain. Light primer strike. There's our hit. Perfect. And this is an invalid position. I should be lower than I am because I've already actually used this position. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't want to go all the way across on rung 3. Because that's put you on your knees, and I took a shell to the knee a couple matches ago, and I'm trying to heal up. Man, that sucker hurt. Anyway, yep, this is our sweeping out, our near target, far target. And we'll go right here. Since we're on the left side of the pyramid, we will sweep from left to right. So whatever you do, make sure your dope card that you write makes sense to you. Because the way they have these course descriptions and the target orders and how they're labeled, it's a little bit tricky. Do what works for you and you'll be successful. So we have our tire and block stage right here. It's called 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Again, this is another one that's really mind gaming, and I was a PRS shooter today. Didn't really read the stage brief, but I have the strings in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, so hopefully that'll help you out a little bit. So Nick the KYL, I call it KYL number 1, as I mentioned before. And yeah, I didn't read the stage brief, so I'm checking with the RO, the good old wife. She came out and spent some time with me at the range. Checking with her to make sure the target order is right. Now, I would suggest you guys do this. If you get lost in the sauce in your stage brief, ask the RO, and the rules allow you to ask closed-ended questions, yes or no questions. Am I on the second bank of targets, top target? Yes. Okay, then send it and see if you can get back on there. because this is one of the ones where in a no coaching match, with real stiff competition, if you get lost, they'll call hit, and they'll score you accordingly. So what you may think is a clean may be like a 4. So don't get caught with that. String 2, we're doing large, small, and the next large, the large on the next bank, if that makes sense. Again, with your dope card, write something that makes sense to you. That's the only advice I can really give you. So string 3, we're gonna go small, and then to the next bank, large then small. So we'll take a hit right here, and I'm using all holdovers on this. I don't think you have enough time to dial or parallax since you're jumping back and forth between banks. So make sure you're centered in the eyepiece and you should be just fine. So last string of fire, string 4, large, small on the final, and then your final target right there. We're running out of time because I burned it up too much asking y'all other questions. And send it, and was unsuccessful. That wraps up that stage. Tank trap stage here. Love a tank trap. Run the OG. In heavy fill, it's the only bag I really want to use. Medium's good, but OG really is nice. So KYL number 4, that's a hit. KYL number 3, that's a hit. KYL number 2, that's a hit. So this is another stage that has a really jacked up thing. Dropping the wintertime blues. So you have confirmation target out at 98 yards. KYL rack at 55. The way I think about KYLs is I measure them in quarters. So the 1-inch KYL is 4 quarters, the 3 quarters obviously 3/4. The half is 2/4, and the 1 is 1/4. So I'll call them 4, 3, 2, 1, if that helps. So in this course of fire, first string is 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, 4, 3, 2, and then far. So y'all messed up already. 4, 3, 2, and then far. Next string is 4, 3, far. So you see I hit 4, then 3. Well, let's go for 2, a double tap on the far right here. Using holdovers, I am parallaxing a little bit because that 50-yard parallax will mess you up when you want to go out far with some magnified zooms. And then we'll move to the final tip, and this should be KYL number 4, and then a triple tap out far. But you see I made a mistake because today I'm a PRS rimfire shooter and didn't read the stage brief. Kind of a joke I have, but man, they're the only ones I've heard brag about not reading the stage brief until like 2 minutes before they're about to shoot. I understand it's not necessarily practical, but if you want to nail your margin, try to read it and internalize it the best you can. These one-day matches where they give out the match books on the sighting session and whatnot like that, hey, it is what it is. Now, the NRL Hunter guys, I completely get it. Hey, that's the name of the game. But that's what that is. So we'll make a couple impacts right here. I sent one extra just for some match tilt, just to make sure I get it. So this is our barrel and chair stage. It's called Little Leprechaun 2-step. So we're double tapping absolutely everything right here. 2 on the barrel, 2 on the chair, 2 prone, 2 on the chair, 2 back on the barrel. The 2 that you put on, that you shoot from the ground, those are going to be small targets. This is actually a really simple stage. You can see I'm using a patented mermaid position right there, one hand down. And then I brought it back up. Why'd I do that? I guess I got more stable. Impact right there, and another hit. Tick tock, tick tock. Don't let these wiggling targets get you on tilt. Wait if you have a chance to wait. I know Shooters Globe is coming out with a timer level dope card combo later on this year. I'm definitely gonna get one of those. On this rifle, I have a crush it timer. It has been invaluable sometimes, just helping me pace myself when I'm making shots. So go steady on this target, make a shot, wait for it. Bang, make a hit right there. Make sure you wait for those targets right there. Be right back. Again, I'm a PRS rimfire guy today. I didn't read the stage brief, so I literally got up and went over to my phone to make sure that I was going to the correct prop. Now, the cool thing about shooting quickly is you have plenty of time to problem solve on the clock. And not the camera here while you're doing it, but we're gonna straighten that up. Yep, we're good to go. Let's get it. 2 shots from the chair. I got my hand down this time. You watch the reticle. I feel super stable that way. And just for funsies, I was like, let me drop my bipod down and go bipod with rear bag and see how this goes. So it's a completely different feel. If the barrel is not completely perpendicular to the range, this could be a bit of a problem. But for 2 hits on that, and that wraps up our Course of Fire. Drop the key on this one, but learn a lot. Hopefully we will see you guys out there, shooters. Take care.